The engine is self-powered.
For launch. GC. Go. Guidance. Go. Fido. Go. Prop.
Go.
GNC. Go. Max.
Go.
Eagle. Go. Ecom.
Go pending final steps to cabin link check.
3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Good evening, travelers and those alike. Welcome to the Orion Effect, right here on the Rift Nation Network, the RNN. I am the quintessential social media hitman himself, Ed Odell.
And I am Rhonda Harris.
And we are smoking it up.
Fire.
Fire. Even got a little something in the step with the dep. Got a little extra in the dip. Yes. Good night. It's a good night. It's good night. Hello, travelers, and hope you're all having a magnificent night tonight. We have a lot of special people in the house tonight, as we say. We do have the list out, and we do have a special guest. But tonight's show is brought to you by GOS, Ghosts of Stanton, Virginia. Check them out today. If you pay attention to the end of the show, there is the new ending. And the new ending is providing all those information and thank yous to those who have supported us and those who have helped promote us. So check that out tonight. You can get more information about GOS right there. All of it is right there in your face, so you can read it, jot it, type it down, know where it's at, and get your tickets today, people. That's right. That's right. Wow. It's a crazy time. I'm going to hand it over to Rhonda, and we're going to talk about this week with the full moon and the blood and all that. Girlfriend, it's all yours.
It's been wild, right? Wild ride for everybody. I mean, and I'm hearing that across the board from everybody. Everybody's like, I don't know what's going on. It's just wild. It's just crazy. Everybody's anxious and everybody's stepping out and saying things they normally wouldn't say and all of that. But it'll die down towards the end of the month. But it's going to be a crazy ride for a little bit. Between the blood moon and going into Mercury retrograde and
double
eclipses and lunar eclipse and all of that, it's going to be a little bumpy ride for a bit.
But that's okay. We can make it together, travelers. That's why we are here together. We're traveling this together. If you feel like you're in a position where you're tight, reach out to a traveler, talk to them. We are family. That's what we're here for. That's what we do.
And I think half the battle with this kind of energy is just knowing that it's there and expecting the unexpected. If you just kind of like I say to everybody, just assume if you're leaving for work, you're probably going to be late. Like, just assume if you're getting ready to log on your computer for like a show like this, there's probably going to be technical difficulties.
Just remember,
just prepare and start early, right?
That's right. That's exactly right. So while we are moving with this momentum, if you will, Rhonda, let us acknowledge our special guests that are in chat this evening, all those who are joining us, and then we'll do the hit list.
All right. Happy Sunday. Good evening to all of these great people. Michelle Kleckler-Caps, Michelle Wilfong, Ryan C. Jones, Renee Cody shares up. Thank you, Renee. Hi, Ashley Herndon, Keith Ottersberg, Michael Brooks, Z-Sun Dragon, our friend Kevin, Jeff. Let's see who else. I think that's it for right now.
All right.
Please feel free to join the chat. We love to see and hear your thoughts and your questions and be part of the conversation.
Especially tonight. Tonight, we're going a little old school. We're going direct. And I've already talked to Michelle and told her, bring it, girlfriend. Don't be scared of what's asked, what we talk about. So we are truly doing a in-your-face interview with her tonight. I'm really excited because we're really going to bring this true story to you. You're not seeing chat up yet. We're going to bring chat up in just a few minutes. We're doing a little something new, okay? So we're able to talk with you guys. If there's something important, we will bring it up until we bring chat completely up. Just so you're aware, I know some of y'all are like, well, where's chat? It's coming. It's coming. We're just formatting the way we want to do things. Shake that thing. So that's what we're up to. You know what that means, Rhonda?
What?
Hit
list.
We are in the house, getting ready to do the bang bang for the thing. Oh my goodness, did he just say that? Yes, he did.
You go ahead, bang bang.
That's right. Hit list in the house. And this is going out to all the special travelers from last week's show and prior. Our hit list is going out to Peter Delk Jr., Cindy Waghorn, Jody Parsons, Chris Roden Fox.
Chris Fox Roden.
I was wondering to see if you were going to catch that. If she was going to catch that, if she's here. Got to play. Hey, it's what's about it. Make you laugh and have some fun. Michelle Plummer, Shayla Record, Astral Paranormal was with us last week. Oh, that was awesome. You acknowledge Kev. Kev is here. K-Son! Joanne Sider? Did I say that right? Sidner? Oh, Sidner. Okay. Jesse Pruitt. Jennifer Frost Corosta. Contessa Martins. Wendy Fayant. I'm not sure if I killed that. If I did, I am so sorry. Fayant. Mort Ali, Jonathan Myers from 47 Paranormal, Kim Sage, FPRI, and Kim Sage Medium, Lois Clark, Heidi Gull. How we love her, Heidi. Heidi is constantly promoting us, and mad
Yeah.
props to you, Heidi. Thank you, and special recognition for that. To all of you. And I know Michelle Caps does the same thing for us. It's just amazing the people we have. Robert Odell, which I don't know where he is. I should
He'll
text
show
him.
up.
Yeah, get your ass here. To Nikki, Ronnie Anderson. Hopefully we'll see Ronnie tonight. Sandra Kardik and Shaylee. With our promotional specials going out too. There she is. She got a little smile on her face. Aw, you caught that. Good. Promo going out to GOS, Ghosts of Stanton, Virginia. Things Network, UPRN, that's UFO Paranormal Network, which is United Paranormal Radio Network. 2 in 1, one of the same. And the new one, Into the Outer Realm. Our friend Joey Madia over there and his wonderful wife. Also, Sacred Spiral Network and Hill City Paranormal. Bang, bang. Now, special thanks are going out to, I did it again. It got stuck. Laura Lee and Dave out there and UPRN and the things at the foot of the bed. Joey Madia. Carrie Lynn Shellhorn, who was our co-host last week, and she has got her own show, The Spirit Switchboard. And Renee Cody, who is weekly, daily, monthly, helping us get out and see everybody, and they get to see us. Hello, Kristen Coleman in the house. Rock on. So, do we have anything else further we have at hand before we start the next episode?
I say let's get going. We got a lot of stuff to look at. So
We do a lot of stuff to look at and a lot of things to talk about. Well, do you want to go knock on his door or shall I?
you go ahead.
Very good then. You all know what that means. Doctor, would you like to introduce our guest?
Absolutely. Tonight, we have a very special guest who has encountered the supernatural in ways few can truly understand. Michelle Wilfong has lived through a series of spine-chilling paranormal experiences in her haunted apartment. From mysterious noises to unsettling sightings, she has documented it all. Tonight, she's here to share her extraordinary journey with us. Please join me in welcoming Michelle Wilfong. Let me know if you need anything else.
Yes, I will, Doctor, and thank you very much. We appreciate you. Good evening, Michelle, and welcome back to the show. Uh-oh, can she hear us? Michelle, can you hear us? She's there. Uh-oh.
She's there.
Oh, no, don't tell me we have sound problems. Yeah, I don't see a sound. We can't hear you. Uh-oh. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even see that there's.
I wonder. Bear with us, folks. We're working on this for. Hi, Irene. She may have to go out and come back in. I'm not sure. Oh, we go. Nope.
Well, nope.
We lost her. Okay, that's okay. She'll be back.
But I do see. Now we're echoing.
Oh, you're echoing?
I'm hearing echoing. No, it's gone.
Maybe her sound came up and then jetted out.
Then it jetted when she logged out.
Yep. You know what? I am. All right. She's sending a message. Can you see what she's saying? I can't because I'm actually sharing her screen. She can't hear you. Yep. Can't hear her either. Yeah. Hold on, you guys. We're communicating with her.
I'm not seeing anything new from her.
Okay, I don't want to do this, but I've got to. I can bring this back up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes, I had to allow access.
That was way before now.
Yeah. I came across to me that she was
See, it is. It's that celestial energy, Ashley. I told y'all, you got
yep,
to prepare. Like, just assume that everything's going to be a little difficult.
that's right. Yep. Okay, I got that back into play. Um bear with us, you guys. We're gonna see what she does. Hopefully she's
It
able to
was
make it
fun
back
last
in.
time, so it should be something minor.
Hey Peter, how are you? And welcome to the show. Internet sucks. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I'm you know what? I'm gonna go and I am going to send her another link.
Yeah, send it from within here because sometimes that
Yeah.
seems to work.
Actually, that's what I usually do, believe it or not. I've found to learn a new trick too on how to make sure they get proper access. Um, because Facebook changed things against them, and of course, then it changed things against us and Facebook. And
Then that affects Restream, and Restream makes changes that we don't necessarily get told about, and then it's a whole snafu.
yeah, and sometimes it does, but we don't always go to YouTube to watch the updates on Restream. Um, they're a great group of people, and they're keeping that up. You know, Irene, or people or paranormal activity happens and everything goes poopy. Oh,
That
no,
too.
yeah.
And there's that.
Michelle says, I'm still trying. Michelle, I went ahead and sent you a new link, love, just to see if that'll help. Take your time. We know how this works. We know sometimes it's a faux pas, and sometimes does not want to work. So we're going to keep it going. Don't you
Right
worry.
on.
Peter, it's going well, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you being here. Ron and I have been waiting for this show, and I've got another show at 9 o'clock with the amazing Sean Elliott, and we got G3
Yay!
tonight. Yeah, so I'm doing a double banger tonight again. At least it's not a triple. Oh, here we go.
Right, right. That was a little rough for you, I'm sure. It was rough for me last week. So I can't imagine.
There
I
she
had
is.
Woohoo!
open in Chrome because it said something about it wouldn't allow the microphone. So I'm here. I made it.
Yes.
No worries. I'm glad you were here. Let's see. And let's see. Irene says, or when I come on, everything goes wrong paranormal wise. You're not the only one, girlfriend. We're just saying.
I
So,
have a lot of electronic issues.
you
I
know
bet.
what? I bet. And we're going to dive into that tonight and more. And more. You know it. We're going to be touching base and hitting some hard hitting questions that people are not used to us asking. But you know what? We're going all the way tonight. All the way. We're going to open the doors. I already said, told her, don't be scared. Let's just do this. So, Michelle, what's been going on since we talked last? Any good stuff? I mean, we got a lot of video to go over, but what about there? And I know your son's on. So if he's on, do not worry. I am not disrespecting your mother. We're going all the way with the questions, though.
You know what I did? I did not. I know, Michelle, you sent us some stuff up front, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to watch it up front. I want my reaction to be my reaction first time seeing it.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
Well, living here has really been a challenge and kind of brought me out of my little comfortable box, my comfort zone. So it's been amazing, but it can be overwhelming. It's a constant praying, cleansing, shielding, warding. I mean, all the time. So yeah, it's been a challenge, but the more I learn, like there's just so much going on. You just have to open your mind because there is something else, I can't explain it, but I caught the last video or the last podcast, I showed a video and you thought it might have been a spider web. So I went back to the video and I opened it up and slowed it down. And when it was running through, I caught a face in it. And I have caught that face before. So that's kind of amazing. I caught the same face twice.
That
So
is.
I was kind of curious it kind of looks like my mom, but then it looks like someone, like maybe a grandmother or something. I need to dig out pictures and put them side by side. I have like 3 tubs of photographs in my closet that I haven't went through. So I need to do that because, and it seems like whatever it is protective, because the other photo I have of that face was in like a wave, like a real pretty wave. I was standing outside and a wave, just fog went by me. You know, it's perfectly clear out, and then this wave just drives right on by me like, hello there. So when I slowed that one down, yeah, I caught the same face. So it was really amazing.
Gotcha.
That
You know
is the
what?
truth, because you have to wonder sometimes when there's hauntings, if the majority of the time, if it isn't our loved ones just
Yeah,
visiting.
very true. Very true. Let
Right.
me ask y'all. Let's do this real quick. Let's just put a pause on it. Would y'all like to see the chat on our right side, or would you like me and Rhonda just to bring up the questions and statements? What's better for y'all?
I don't know.
Haunted objects and museums. Hello and welcome to the show. It's a first timer. Ding, ding, ding. Well, you know what? We're going to do this. And that's a hi. They're saying hello, and we're saying hello back to you. Thank you for being a part of our show. Keith says a lot of cases
Yeah,
we get our guides and our loved ones for love. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
for sure.
We're gonna open this up. I think what we're gonna do is, as the comments come in, we'll pop it right up there. So
Okay.
I think, this way we get a better view, and we're gonna see how this works out. We'll see if we like it or not. Now unpause, click it, and back to the show. So let me just open this gun. Let me just fire at will, if you will. Michelle, what makes you think that your apartment is haunted?
The experiences and the videos.
Have you ever had anything happen to you personally while you were there physically, or has it all seemed just spiritual and mental?
Spiritual and mental.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
it was a little scary. I had something whistle over my head while I was sleeping. And I opened my eyes, looked at my dog, and my dog's ears were up, so she heard it too. So
Mhm.
I thought that was weird. And then walking through the living room with the garbage bag to walk out to the dumpster in the parking lot, um, I walked by my rocking chair, and it just like something jumped off of it, and it's just rocking back and forth. And I'm like, wow, I'm 4 feet from it. How did it do that?
Right.
So, and sometimes I'm thinking, am I crazy or did that just happen? You can't run a camera 24 hours a day. So,
No, now
That's
with
true.
saving the memory, you're exactly right. I like that. Irene jumps in and says, "Why do I see our grandmother in the room?" And someone has what? I'm sorry, that jumped up on me in the room, and someone has grandma who passed away? Question mark.
yeah.
Ah, and she says, and there's a little girl lurking around. Oh, there
Is
you
this
go.
something you're seeing now, or something you like? Are you seeing it now with us, Irene, or is it something you just see a lot?
Or seen in one of her videos.
Yeah, in one of your videos.
Excellent, good question, Rhonda. Um, and that's why I wanted to bring to the platform tonight was these questions, because everybody is likes to tip or toe around subjects, and I'm not good at that anymore. So we go it because this is the way we get to the truth, and this is the way we get your story out. What do you believe? Because it doesn't matter what everybody else believes outside of this. And your son, oh, see, bam. I love it when they get interactive. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Bring it on. Bring it on, Jeff. I love that. But
Yeah,
it's
I believe that it's loved ones. I think there's something else here. I think I attract more spirits, but when it started, I believe it was loved ones.
okay. Rhonda, you want to hit up what Jeff said?
Yeah, I did when I've stayed there. I had something choke me while I was sleeping. Oh wow.
Okay, well, that takes us into a completely different territory now, doesn't it?
Well,
Now,
yeah,
now
yeah.
we have physical. Irene says,
He
I
had
See you
can't.
now.
he
So
had
are you?
something kick underneath the couch. He came over and took a nap on the couch, and something like kicked in the middle of the couch underneath of it. So he's
Okay.
had some weird experiences here.
Yeah, and I'm glad we were able to bring this to the general public. I know, as the good doctor has said, that you've been on a couple of other podcasts and allowing people to see into your personal life, and I think that's amazing for you to share that, to let people see what goes on a daily factor. With saying that, we're going to bring it up. Look at that. We are actually I'm going to expand this for a second, Michelle. I'm going to run this and we can see exactly what you're talking about in this one. And you can tell us a little bit about this after it runs. So let's run that.
And that's me. The times that are most active are 3 to 6 a.m. in the morning, sometimes a little later. So I click on the camera and like they just come out and show themselves to me. And I'm not frightened by them. Whenever they are, they're bright and happy to see me for sure.
Mm.
So now
Wow.
this is the one where you thought it might have been a cobweb. So I went back to the video and I opened it up wide
Mm-hmm.
and then slowed it down. And as it went through, I caught that face of what I think might be a grandmother or great grandmother. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, let's open that back up. I'm going to get that there, and let's take a look at it. We'll keep this bad boy rolling.
And this one, it has like a funnel shape to it. Almost like there might be more than one orb and they're swirling around.
Okay. Let me go back to that again one more time. Oh, get back here. Go do it again. Yeah, that is an interesting one. That
That
really is.
halfway through is where I caught the face. And then I
Okay.
sent a screenshot of that. So yeah, it's pretty interesting.
It is. And that's one of the reasons why I'm glad we got the video and you're sending it to us so we can see this. And of course, Jeff is, justifying what you're seeing too, by what he's saying. So in this, okay, here we go with those hard ones. Don't get scared. What gives you the qualifications to think that this is actually paranormal activity?
No qualifications. Just
Awesome.
videos and yeah, what I've caught so far.
Yeah.
I did have a team come out, PNW Paranormal.
Okay.
And it was a really bad night to investigate. My neighbors had a party, so there was a lot of distraction.
Mm-hmm.
But when they left, they had caught a few orbs and said, "You definitely have paranormal activity."
Okay.
So I
So
guess I do have an outside, validation.
yeah.
For me, it helped because I thought I was crazy,
Yeah.
experiencing all this. Like, am I just seeing this and posting videos with nothing on them? Thinking, am I the only one that sees this? Like, but yeah, it's crazy.
Now
You
you see where I'm
second
taking
guess
this.
yourself, you
Yeah.
know?
We're looking at a whole nother point tonight. And I'm thankful that you're willing to work with this because this is what it's about. We want to see truth. We want to hear, yay or nays. It's all about honesty, and you're putting it straight on the shelf, and that's what needs to be done.
Yeah.
We weren't there. We
Right.
didn't experience this
Right.
stuff. So we only have you and the cameras and now your son to justify or tell us what's going on. From my point of view, if I'm looking at it through a video for the first time, I can tear it apart. Sure, I could, but I
Right.
wasn't there. So
Right.
now,
And I think that's huge, Howie, because if you're not there, you don't feel the energy that that's happening at the same time that these things are being captured. And I
Exactly.
think that's huge.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Rhonda. I could not agree more. Irene, I'm also hearing that the guest needs to create boundaries between the spirits around her. Yikes, I hate that when I am right. That grandma died a long time ago and she hasn't crossed over or won't. Oh, that's interesting, Irene. Thank you for sharing that. And how do you feel about that, Michelle? Do you feel like there could be another presence other than family that's there that
Yeah.
could be causing? What makes you think that? What's going on along with that?
Just that I feel other energies that come through. It's like it's a doorway. So other energies come through, not all the time. The ones that stay here kind of come in and out of the walls, but they come through my outside wall. So it just leads me to believe there's something on the land here.
Gotcha.
And this was native land at one time, and then after that it was orchards, and then eventually divided up into lots and houses and things built, apartments.
Agreed.
Like
Keith uh,
that.
Keith Osberg puts boundaries are important. Your house is your rules. And Rhonda, I think both and I would agree with that one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because that's the one thing people always ask me is like, do you see stuff all the time? I'm like, no, I have boundaries. They know they don't come in my bedroom. They know they don't come, you know, it's important to set those boundaries and to understand that. Um, and I think you do some of that, Michelle, from what I remember from when we talked before.
Yes, it's gotten better. This last 6 months, I've finally been able to sleep. So whatever I started doing, I learned to do what I was doing and protect myself, set boundaries and intentions. Like, look, I know you're here. You don't want to leave. I've asked you to cross over. If you don't want to do that, then you can't come in my bedroom when I'm
Right.
sleeping. So the cat will come out to the living room, and I set his little toy out here, and he'll play with his toy and set the camera off, and the cat is not bothered by the energy at all. You would think if it was bad or something, the cat would be nervous. He'll
Yeah.
look around once in a while, like he senses something's in the room, but I don't feel anything bad. It's like they're playing with him and they're happy to see him. So, and I do think some of the smaller orbs could be pets. I've had a lot of pets in my life, so I feel like I have pets around me too. So it's not only spirits and ghosts, there's pets here too, pet spirits. So,
Well, I think too, it's people talk a lot about crossing spirits over, but they have to want to go. You know what I mean? And if they don't want to go, they're not going to go, which makes me literally believe that even in spirit we have free will.
Hey, Ronnie, welcome to the show and thank you for
I
making it.
agree with that, Rhonda. That makes really good sense. Even in spirit, we have free will.
You
I
know,
like that.
I was watching an episode this afternoon, a documentary, and doing my constant training, as you will, and learning, and because I'm constantly learning, just like everybody else. And it was something that was said is in the documentary that those that are not with us, so the non-living. Oh, that was good. I got to use that more often. Non-living actually have the answers supposedly, but then they turn around and they feel that we, the living, have the answers. The non living are just waiting for us to give it to them. That was an interesting comment.
That is interesting. I feel like whatever is here knows more than I do, and whatever it is can see down the road further than we can. So I feel like respect is a big deal. So I've learned that respect is like first. So even going as far as asking permission
Yeah.
to
Yes.
turn the video on, asking permission to share the videos because I don't want any bad juju. So it just really opened up to my mind and to do a lot more. And I don't know, hopefully someday I can go and investigate some other places and get a feel what that's like. So
You know,
I'm working on it.
that's a valid point. Taking your experiences of your haunted activity of a home that you live in,
Mhm.
and then going and maybe you can start helping people with paranormal experiences. Maybe this is something that's supposed to be meant to happen. Maybe. Now, for those who are just jumping in, such as Ronnie, etc., we have our special guest tonight is Michelle Wilfong. She's a part of our series of paranormal experiences. Her home is active, and we got videos and we're talking about her as she's delivering her story. So we just want to make sure you're kept up to date and well informed of what the show is about as you come in. Feel free to ask any questions and statements, and we'll work you through. Um, so
So I'm gonna kind of agree with you on that, Michelle, because you just kind of said, make sure, which as we should, we're in their domain as well, right? We should ask permission to record. We should ask permission to do everything that we do. But it brings me to a conversation. I don't remember exactly. I pop in and out of so many podcasts. I'm not sure. I think it was Hill Cities, but I'm not sure. But there was a conversation going around about like how many times you record something and you hear it with your audible ear, and then you don't hear it on the recording, or you hear it on the recording and you go to listen to it later and it's gone. And it
yeah,
made me just kind of think, it's like, did we ask permission for that? And then they're like, nope, you didn't ask permission. Let me just take that right on away from
we
you.
did not. That was a case in Chesterfield. That was Hill City Paranormal. And that was their podcast. And I know exactly what the episode you were talking about, Rhonda. And we did not ask permission. We
And
did.
maybe that's why they take it away.
It's really made a big difference. So I had the same thing happen. So I asked if they knew what my name was, and I swear it came back and said my maiden name. I went back to that video and searched. I could not find it anywhere. And I know that it said it, and it said my maiden name. So I was like, did that really just happen? But I didn't ask permission. So this is something new that I learned that I've just, incorporated into everything else that I've learned to, move on with this thing. I did feel like, at one point I'm just going to move. But when I think about it, I can't unsee and unhear everything that's happened here.
Yeah.
So not to say I go somewhere else and the same thing had happened all over. Because
See?
like I said, I think these might be loved ones for the most part.
Yeah.
They're going to be with me wherever I go.
Right.
So I think, yeah. And it costs a lot of money to move. So
Yeah. I mean,
not looking forward to that. And yeah.
if you look
So
at it this way, is a lot of times I go into one of my clients and I'm honest. I'm like, perhaps I'm not here for you. Perhaps I'm here for the spirit. And I think sometimes we are the issue in a home location, business, or a structure that's causing the activity because we have disrespected or come into a location disturbing, no matter what level, materialistic or spiritually wise, we are disturbing that space. So, why move? I mean, you've got a working relationship from what it seems that we've been seeing, and we'll show just a little bit more of your actual relationship with them. Um, I think that's amazing. And they could be a very good spiritual protection for your home as well.
Correct. Yeah, if
Ron.
you can coexist with them and now finally sleep.
yeah,
Move.
3 years I've been here. So 3 years, and just the last 6 months I'm able to sleep. It used to be so scary that I'd have to sleep with the overhead light on in the bedroom because I was that terrified.
And
But
maybe
that's
they knew
before
that.
I knew everything,
Maybe
because
they
I
didn't
knew
know that.
something was here. Everyone thought I was crazy. So, and they wanted me to know they were here. They
Yeah.
didn't let up until I said, I'm going to get cameras. I'm going to prove to myself and everyone else that they are here. So that's
And
what I
that's the
did.
thing. You know, a lot of people are not coming forward because they don't want people to think, oh, I'm a little, they're going to think I'm losing it, or I'm schizophrenic, or I've got paranoia. Just step up and be honest. I mean, that's why we do this show. I mean, you get a place to talk freely without skepticism, even though I ask skeptical questions, and that's just my job. That's what I do. Uh,
Right.
I want to bring this up because I love that Jeff is here with us. I got to acknowledge that. Rhonda, you want to hit that up real quick and we'll keep rolling.
She has an Oculus 2. She just got off Go Stop ND, has gotten some compelling evidence.
Now, what
Yeah.
was that like, Michelle, working with your son on that?
That was it was a lot of fun. I've used it a couple of times, so I'm learning how to use it and uh, you know, get questions. You have to wait a while for the responses, so I need to pause before I ask more questions. So it's getting better. I'm getting used to using it, so I should do that on camera more often.
Okay, now on the flip side, what was it like doing it with your son?
Well, he helped me. I have a electronic EMF detector. I think they call it Rook.
Okay.
So I thought it was broken because I go, it stays lit up all the time. It's always red, all the lights, like it's on full. And I
Mhm.
go, it's broken, it doesn't work. He goes, no, mom, it works. It means you've got activity in here. And he showed me, went around to like the plug-in and stuff, and it would light up,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, okay. I thought it was broken because I just set it in the middle of the floor, turned the cameras on, and it was like, you know, on high the whole time. It was all the way red. So I'm thinking, this thing's broken. He's going, no, it really works. But
Now,
I want
see,
to get that other kind too. I want to get more equipment, but it's expensive too.
and it can be very expensive. It can be deep in the pocket. And yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Uh,
Yeah.
the fact that it sounds like along with it, Jeff is learning how to properly investigate and research while he's working with you. I think that's great because he's able to build more knowledge for himself, not just you. Uh-oh,
Yeah, he's been here a couple of times when I've investigated.
I've got a
And
tornado
also,
warning.
two of the grandkids came over and investigated with me. And
Hold on 1 second.
they were
Hold
okay.
on. If I leave for any reason, it's because we just got a tornado warning. So please, just so y'all know, my alert just came up. I'm listening for sirens. If sirens go off, I'm out of here.
Are
So
you by the airport?
I am. Yes,
Because
ma'am.
I'm not far from you. So
Yeah, I
you
am.
hear alarms, let me know.
I will. I promise. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just want people to understand if I jet for a reason, that's because I'm about to protect my ass. So,
Oh wow, crazy.
yeah, we're going through some pretty crazy weather. Tennessee Kentucky, everybody went through some really hard times yesterday. 30 tornadoes on 180 in Tennessee yesterday. It's really scary. Thank you, Keith. I will definitely plan on it. Yeah, Keith, that's a good point too. I like that. You're bringing up some really good points. I said wiring in the floor. We're going to ask that, but I want to acknowledge Irene. Okay. Irene is a dear friend of mine. I've known her for many years here on social media, and she's also the hostess, if you will, of Spooky Japan podcast in Tokyo, Japan. So I just want to acknowledge her and where she comes from. And I do believe Irene is part of Things Network, if I remember correctly. UPRN or Things, I can't remember. Irene, make sure to correct me. By all means, do. Wiring in the floor. So, have y'all done any testing in the house as far as EMF readings, etc., in the house to verify if there's any leaks or if there's any high frequencies or leakage of energy?
No, the day my son was here and used the only thing I have is that Rook. It was fine. It was only working when he would go around a plug-in or near the thermostat or things like that. But it was fine that day. It wasn't. It was on the floor and it didn't go off at all. But the day I filmed, it was on red, on high.
Well, maybe there's a good reason why you're with us tonight. So maybe Rhonda and I can help you further your advancement in your investigations and, helping you communicate with her on her spiritual and my on the scientific. This might be a great
Yeah.
opportunity for all three of us to work on the next episode if you're interested.
Yeah, I want to start keeping track of how many come through the outside wall, inside wall, and the ceiling. Because since I've moved here, they come through the ceiling, and there's a crawl space up there, an attic. But there's only one entrance, and it's at the other end of the building. Now you can hear something up there moving and bumping and thumping, but I don't have access up there.
I was about to
So I've
say, do
always
you have you and
wondered
Jeff?
if there's something in the attic. And then this doesn't have a foundation. It's on like a cement pad. So
It's on a slab. Okay,
yeah,
that answers more questions. There you go,
close
Keith.
to the ground.
Yeah, so all your electrical is at foot level and up. There is no underground.
under.
That's awesome. See, that's the kind of information you would need to write down. I would suggest getting you a notebook, 3-ring binder, or a regular notebook. Write these kind of things down and put it in tabs. One tab is where they're located. The second one is what is that equipment saying each time it gets a hit? And we can work with you with the equipment. What about people like Rhonda who might be able to check in with you periodically? What are they seeing? What are they stating? I think this is a great opportunity for so many to see an ongoing actual social media investigation take place.
Exactly. That'd be fun. I'd love that.
Light bulb. All right. So
smoke.
Science.
Oh, what I was going to tell you about the grandkids, the day they were here and investigated, and I turned the cameras on and there were orbs. And my granddaughter said something interesting. Ryan, she said, it looks like they put their arms back when they fly through. And I thought that was interesting, whether they're wings or whatever they are. She said, yeah, it looks like they put their arms behind them, like,
maybe you
when
got
they fly.
it's a possibility you have Faye. Most places
crazy.
have spirit.
I thought
It's crazy.
kids are smart. They notice things that adults don't. So I thought that was interesting.
So let's bring this up real quick. We're going to hit the videos because we got 10 minutes left. Every time it goes. But see, I started with the hard and we kind of smoothed it out. That's what we do.
Now we're at the fun part.
Yes, the fun part. We're going to go ahead and we're going to open this up all the way. And Michelle, feel free to talk about the videos as they come through. I'm going to start it with this one. We'll go back to this one. And I'll pause it for video.
Okay. I'm just walking in with the dog and the cat was following behind me. And then when I open the door, an orb shoots by. I put this in slow motion, I guess. See how you could see it sort of funnily? It looked more like a funnel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the video where I slowed it down. So it looks more like a funnel. Yeah.
There could be explanations, as we talked about in the last show about that. But we're not here. We're just showing the evidence right now. We can get in deeper on all this later. But I want people to see your evidence, what you feel, and then we can talk more about in depth on episode number 3 or part 3 of this series. I love what's happening here.
Yes, I love it.
To Dr. Phil, I love what's happening here. All right, so let me get up here. We'll go to the next one for you. All right, I think we just played that one, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. I think this is going to recycle through so I can move to the next one. Yeah. And plus it gives people an opportunity to actually see and your emotions, your experience. And it's a pretty high traffic location where you live right now from what it looks like from the videos.
Yeah, there's a semi-busy street that my one wall faces my outside wall. I'm in a L-shaped, and there's the face. You look in the middle of it. I circled it, I think, in the next video. You can see a face in the center of that.
Let's see.
That looks like, it looks like a grandmother or great-grandmother. The hairstyle, if you look at it really close, it looks like she has like a 40s style haircut. or hairstyle. So
Well,
I found it interesting.
I agree. It is definitely interesting, but we got to remember, we've got to be aware, we got to be careful of pareidolia. That's the
Yeah.
one thing for expectations and manifesting. Um, we're seeing things because our mind is trained to see faces and specific objects. But I wasn't there. That's what I always say. I never criticize. I can give critical information and I can criticize my own, but I wasn't there. But this is interesting. And I love the fact that you're seeing this and this is how it feels. Now, I'm gonna use a Rhonda question. May I, Rhonda?
Sure.
She's like, "You're taking my thunder, dude." Sorry.
No, you evidently saw something I didn't.
I'm on rolling because I got a lot of coffee with Bailey's. Um, how did you feel when you saw this, or at that period of time when this took place? Do you recall what you were feeling? Did it feel different?
I was terrified.
Were you really?
Were you feeling like you needed to rush in the house?
No, I didn't even notice it till after I came in the house. I usually just deleted the videos outside. I didn't even watch them. For some reason, that one stuck on, and I seen that thing. I was like, "What is that?" So I sent it to my son, my brother. Like, "What is that?
Yeah.
What is that?" So, and then at that point, I was like, "There is something here." I knew it because I had that thing whistle over my head.
Yeah.
And then after that happened, I had an orange orb, spin around the living room. When it went through the TV, it made like a zigzag pattern.
Now,
And
did
then
you
just
physically see that? Did you
Yes.
physically? You did physically. Now we're talking.
physically see it. Yeah. I was sitting in my chair with my dog just watching TV. And when it went around the room, when the TV was on, and when it went through the TV, it was like static, like a heart monitor. And then it was going zzz, zzz, like that. And I was like, did that just happen? So at that point, it was like, I don't think it was trying to scare me. It was trying to let me know, hey, I'm here. You
It
can
very well
see.
could. Yeah, it could have been that, or then again, it could have been its frequency, its own energy, affecting the electrons and protons within the room, static electricity, and we don't know how the makeup is of any entity. We don't. We can claim we have an idea, but we do not have physical proof of anything as of yet. So everything is still a possibility. So with it affecting the static on your TV or rug, if it made a zapping noise, well, one thing's for sure, it's scientific. There's something going on. There's a discharge of some sort between electron and electron. How is that possible?
Something.
Exactly. It's something. That's the meat and gravy of what we're going to do with you this year. Yes. Mwah!
Yes. Sounds great. Thank you.
So let's get on to that. Oh, and Jeff, by chance, if you're still here, Jeff, and you want to make comments, drop them in, brother. Let's talk. We love the fact that you're here supporting your mother and you can help us look at the material we have. Let's go on to the next one. Now this is just another copy of what we looked at before. Is that right? That's the swirl. Yeah. Okay. And I thought we had more video. We did.
Yeah, it looked like a funnel when it was flying past.
Hello. There we go. We're going to go back a little bit. There's the one. There's the other one I wanted to capture.
Yeah, that
sounds weird, but
now I think Rhonda, this is the one you
rub my hands together. I know it sounds weird, but it puts me in this state. Rub my hands together. I know it sounds weird, but
inside wall.
It puts me in this state.
I let them know they can come out and show themselves.
Again, it sounds weird, but it puts me in this state.
There we go. I'm going to mute it so everybody can see it and you can talk. That's the other thing that I really like, Michelle. I've got to be honest, and I'm not going to speak for Rhonda, but I'll speak on my behalf. I love the fact that you're actually working with the spirits. You're working with the energy there.
Yeah.
Could you be manifesting? Could be. Could you be creating? Could be. Is it the intent? Or is it something there? But you're working with it. You're not working against it. You're not scared. That's power. Rhonda?
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree. I think that's probably why you get such good results with your equipment is it's a comfortable place for everyone involved.
It is comfortable.
I completely agree with you on that one, Rhonda. Now, talk to us about this one here, Michelle.
Okay. Let's see. Can't see it on the other one. Oh, this is the one where it comes out of the closet. Okay. There it is. Now, some people think that's a fairy. When I first seen it, I thought it was an angel. And I was asking it to show itself. And again, like I say, I go through this little ritual before and ask permission and do my praying, shielding, cleansing, all of that. So, yeah, that one I really feel like is possibly a fairy or an angel because you can see its wings fly.
Oh, okay. Now, I'm going to bring it back to right here. Let me go back a little bit more. And I have someone I highly respect in the paranormal field that hopefully he's still on. It's Ronnie Anderson. We've got a Keith Ottersberg that's on. Several paranormal investigators and researchers have been doing this as long as, or close to me. What I just saw, and I'm gonna open this up. Believe it or not, Michelle, I'm not looking at the one that looked like it had wings. That's not what I'm looking at. I am looking at this one. Now, let's see if there's another one. I think there was a second one. Maybe not. All right, let me go back again. That one. That's the one. Now, and the reason I'm bringing this up, there's two.
Yeah, there's a couple of them in that video.
One, it looks like it's a personal discharge of energy. It looks like there's a possible discharge of energy that you're releasing. But two, it's the direction and how it flows and the use of the color and the trail of the orb. Now, anyone else here with me that saw that and you want to comment, please comment on what you think. I'm giving my, just my scientific point of view.
Right.
Rhonda, when you see this,
like a tracer.
Yeah.
Like a tracer when they fly through. They leave like a tracer.
Yep. Yeah. Rhonda, when you're looking at this particular video, what are you feeling and what are you thinking? What's your thoughts on this?
Well, I didn't catch what you were talking about, but it's highly possible there is a discharge because she is rubbing her hands together. So that could be creating something. I do remember this one, and I've never come in direct contact with a fairy, so I couldn't tell you if it's a angel or fairy or what it is. It's definitely something like if it was a bug, I think you would recognize seeing something that big fly through or hear it.
Yeah, we don't have bugs that big. If you judge it compared to the butterflies on the wall, they're about 2 feet. So it's at least 2 or 3 feet. There's no bugs here that big.
And again, this is another opportunity of you communicating with whatever is there. And that's the other, again, I think that it's such a great move. You're establishing direct contact with whatever's there and making sure it's calm. You've talked about playing classical music there too, correct?
Yes.
And what took place when you were playing the trigger music?
They love music, any kind of music. Classical, I play classic rock, some upbeat pop, all kinds of country. I play everything. Elvis Presley, Patsy Cline. They love music. They do. I do too. So I think that, yeah, I enjoy it. So they like it. It
That might
seems
be
like they're happy when I'm happy. Now I have, bad days and I'll get to yelling and stuff. And the one day I'm sitting here and I'm like just grumpy in my just grumpy sandbox, and a voice comes over me like, we hate when you're like this. It's like they were telling me, we hate to see you like this. Stop.
and see,
So
that's where
it
that
projects
notebook comes
it
in.
into the room. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm a lot more careful now. I try to control things here so that doesn't happen.
I think that's where that notebook should come into play, Michelle. Um, you need to define your moods too, and what takes place on that day. Your mood is how
Even
is
the
the
weather.
activity?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the weather, all that. I think this
Yes.
is a great opportunity with that we can work with you. I think this would be the first time, and I think this is exciting. I really
I
do.
think it's exciting too.
Yes,
Sounds
ma'am.
like fun.
So let's do that. Michelle, we'll set up the next date to have you on. Jeff, thank you so much for being here. Definitely, if he's already left, we would love to have him on talking to us. If he's
Yeah.
interested, we'd love to talk to y'all more and create this. I think this is an opportunity for all of us. And I'll touch base, Michelle, with you about different pieces of equipment that's not expensive that you can use while Rhonda can work with you on the spiritual side. I think this is a
Sure.
great opportunity. And
Absolutely.
travelers and those like, let us know what you think right
Oh,
here
I think
in the
that's
chat.
great.
Absolutely. So,
Yes, thank you.
um, any last words you would like to say before we end this episode tonight, Michelle?
Um, just it could happen to anyone. I never thought I'd move somewhere that would have activity. I never dreamed of it. So it could happen to anyone.
Good point. Oh wow, we chat. My chat was slow. It's just picking up on what everybody else was doing. Holy mother!
Yeah,
Sorry,
something
y'all.
like something really weird. Like I just my computer just did something really weird and it's like brand new. So all of a sudden down the line, it's just like it rolled past and I was like,
That's what mine just
that's what I
did.
was like, what was that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Let me catch up on the.
You sit in your spirits over here, Michelle.
I know what's up with that.
I don't know. It's just like not letting me log in. So yeah, glitches all the time. All the time. I'm always resetting, and if it's not Alexa, it's the Roku. It's always something. Always something.
It's
3 hours
understandable.
one day to sign into the computer because it didn't update and I couldn't get signed in. 3 hours later, I finally got in. So it's always something. It's like,
Jeff sent
but
his
I
in.
do make sure everything's plugged into zappers because I feel like staticky. Like
Yeah,
sometimes it feels staticky here.
that's another
And
thing, Michelle.
yeah,
When we start doing this show, like just tonight, just jot down some basic notes. When we start doing this social media experiment, you want to write down the atmosphere. How does it feel? Is it charged? Is it not charged? What are you feeling? I think this is a great opportunity.
okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
And travelers and those alike, you know what's coming. This is an amazing time. And I think we just stepped into something that's going to be truly heartfelt this year. I
Mhm.
use that word, which is interesting. It just came to mind. Let's be mindful of the places and the things that we do and go and the words we use, especially within the next couple of weeks, like Rhonda was saying just earlier, especially now. Let us continue to help each other grow and help people like Michelle. Let's not beat them down. Let's bring them up. Let's look at the positive parts of being who we are, being travelers.
It reminds me of that thing that everybody's seeing on like TikTok. It's like we listen and we don't judge.
Yes.
On that note, all I got to say on that is
You're empty of Bailey's.
no, may virtue be yours. We'll see you soon, travelers, just on the other side. Thank you, Michelle, so much, and we look forward to working with you.
Yep. Reach out
Thank
anytime.
you. Thank you both.